Sometimes you just feel tired, feel weak, and when you feel weak, you feel like you want to just give up. But you gotta search within you, try to find that inner strength and just pull that shit out of you and get that motivation to not give up and not be a quitter, no matter how bad you want to just fall flat on your face.
So like relax, I'm spilling these raps long as you feel them. To the day that I drop, you'll never say that I'm not killing them. Cause when I am not, then I'ma stop pinning them. And I am not hip-hop, and I'm just not Eminem. Subliminal thoughts when I'ma stop sending them. Women are caught in webs, spin them in hawk venom. Adrenaline shots, the penicillin could not get the illness to stop. I'm not
step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second.
You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves, they want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.
Don't be afraid to fail. You can't always win, but don't be afraid of making decisions.
You have to believe that something different can happen. He who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right.
That most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. You don't want it badder than you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us.
Dig deep down and ask yourselves, who do you want to be? Figuring out for yourselves what makes you happy, no matter how crazy it may sound to the people.
Make a choice. Like, you just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide.
What's up? How you guys doing? Figured I'd use Saturday to do a little update and just kind of show you where I'm at on the charts and what I'm watching. Doing some glasses, man, because I'm in front of the screen so much and it was giving my eyes pain, so I got those blue light protection glasses. DJ, yeah. Protect your neck, bro. Good old Wu-Tang back in the day, man. What's up, DJ? What's up to the Blue Wrench Mob? Aerotine ladies of the space. How y'all doing? Some of y'all are in here usually lurking. Lurkers, what's up? Hope you guys are doing well. And, yeah. I just wanted to come on here and show you guys what I'm looking at, what the latest is, what I think is about to happen. Not trying to put fear up in anybody, but I'd rather, you know, kind of do, if I'm going to be the bearer of bad news, and I'm probably the one in the space being the bearer of bad news, I'd rather speak up than not. You know, I'd rather, you know, be straight up and tell people the truth, at least what I'm seeing. It doesn't mean that's what the result's going to be, you know. A lot of people, you know, disagree with what I'm looking at, but at least from my perspective, I would rather not hold back, you know. I'd rather, you know, it's like tough love, and like, dude, tell them how it is, man. Don't fucking hold back on people, man. You know, if you think it's going to be pretty shitty, then let them know it's going to be pretty shitty, and at least they can be prepared for it. So if it is that shitty, at least they aren't going to be rattled as much, you know. So anyways, definitely hope for the best. What's up, Sean? How you doing, brother? You know, you can stay bullish. I'll say this. I think this isn't going to be as long term as somebody thinks. I think 2021 is going to be amazing, but you might enter 2021 not really thinking it's going to be amazing. So if anything I could tell anybody right now, you might enter 2021 pretty down. I could be completely wrong here, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's what a lot of people's mentalities is. I think the world's about to, you know, to knock us down, try to at least. Some of you guys might be prepared, and you won't let that happen. Oh, the other shitty coins of the XRP. Let me know if and when I need to get the fuck out, Frank. What's up, bro? I'll show you what I got, Frank, and you can you know, make your decisions off it. So a lot of my you know, guys, I told you guys I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out, meaning I got some money in the market and I got some money outside the market because of what I see. So so yeah, I made a comment today on Twitter. A lot of times I can tell if I, you know, I don't mean to upset people. I'm not. I would just, like I said moments ago, I'd rather be straight up and be real to people. But, you know, and I wrote right here, and many, including myself, thought the March drop was bad. So, you know, why am I saying that? I'm like, because what I'm seeing is worse than the March drop. It's worse than the March drop. So it's unfortunate. Once again, I could be completely wrong. Gold has dumped harder than it did in March. Greenman, if you look at gold and silver, which we'll look at today, you'll notice they're already working on this move right here. This is that move. So if you're wondering why I'm saying it could be worse than March, is I'm gonna use this TNT for a second here. And this behavior here, it's on a daily, is worse than a March move. It's actually really bad. So I'd rather, you know, you guys be prepared for it than not. Yes, Richard Carr, yeah, I rep my clan, dude. I used to listen to Wu-Tang Clan back in the day. I still listen to it every now and again. All types of you know, obviously Cream was a big one. Protect Your Neck, I loved. But yeah, I could talk all about some Wu-Tang Clan. Wu-Tang Forever double album was good. There's a lot of Raekwon, all them. So anyways, many might feel that because I feel that there is a drop coming in. You guys are probably going to maybe see that tomorrow or this week. You're going to see more of it. You already kind of got a glimpse of that move right there. Right there is what we got a glimpse of. We're now pulling up right there. I think you're going to get that darker candle right there coming down, and then it's going to be pretty bad. And many might think that was it, which might match March. I don't know if that's going to be it. I might make some purchases there. I might not. I don't know. I'm gonna see how I'm gonna analyze it as it comes. But I anticipate 1, 2, 3 more moves. I think TNT's probably bottomed out by now. I'm gonna draw on this. So what I mean by that is I think there's 1 move, 2 moves, 3 moves, 3 drops. And I'm sorry to say that. I really am. That's not what I want or wanted. But I can see that, you know, being a thing, this stair step here, and then we can triple cup down here, and then it's going to really shoot back up here, probably to this level here. So I know it sounds bizarre, but I'd rather just, you know, let you know this is worst case scenario that I'm looking for, but we'll analyze it as it comes. I'm going to go ahead and put this back on 8 hours. Can I show you any charts right now that are already starting the drop? Yeah, I can already show you right now somebody that's already doing it. So if we put this Tyrion right here, which is where I think we're at, all right? So Tyrion's in the middle, and do I have anything today that's done it? Well, you can see what Blue Zell's doing right here, and I'm not using Blue Zell as the one. I got XRP over here. So if you're looking at XRP is doing this move right up here, okay? So I do expect XRP to drop a negative candle right here on this right side is what I'm expecting. Definitely down into probably get down into the 30s, 30-cent area. You guys, some of these are coins that you guys are gonna be like, wait, what the hell is T-ships? What's 12 ships? Well, it's stuff I follow. And I do it because I want to see who's already done it. So look, here's today. It's already done it. So if you look over here at XRP, you can see how we ran up, got to that peak, it came down, did its little cup right here, which is this move right here, and you can see what happened on 12 ships. It literally just already, that's already done one move right there on that. Now, once again, these are, yeah, we call them shit coins, but it's still drawing, man. And it's drawing, and that's all that matters to me, is like, if somebody's gonna show me it, show it to me. And somebody did. I'm like, well, there goes somebody showing it to me right there. Like, that's not good. I mean, I'm already using Tyrion as my guider up front, but I got everyone working to this area right here right now, so everyone's hanging out right here, and I wanted to see if anybody was gonna do it. This one just did it. That's today, by the way, guys. I'm not showing you stuff that is art. That's today. That happened today. This one's ahead right now, hours. It already pulled down on us. So it's not something anybody's really holding, but there might be somebody in here that knows what it is. But yeah, Chris Anderson, great point, man. I'm keeping that in mind. Yeah, it's a great, I think that's what's going to happen, Chris. So if my theory would be that I wouldn't think that people, I mean, some of them maybe don't go down. Maybe they don't go down. I mean, I'm not going to, you know, maybe the ones that are going to vanish and evaporate are going to go down and just never come back, and they bring in regulations. So my big thing is that if they bring the market down and then they introduce regulations, then the ones that aren't going to come back, which is what you're saying, they don't recover. But the ones that are going to recover. So it's almost like if you're in something that's not going to recover, you're going to hate that, because you're going to lose everything in that asset, if that's true. I don't have that. Steven, thank you so much, man, for the tip. I appreciate it, brother. Just stay calm, man. I saw your comment and stuff, so just you know, stay calm as best as possible, man. Thanks, Chris. Anderson. So yeah, it's I'm definitely, I have that in my mind that could possibly happen. I just I don't want to say that it fully does, where, you know, the top coins don't go down and these other ones do. I would think that we probably all go down, and some of them just don't make it back. You know, they just don't make it out. So that's kind of what I'm watching. So I just wanted to give you guys an update, and I'm going to go through some other assets and just kind of show you what I'm looking at. So this is me behind the scenes analyzing stuff. So Tyrion is my guider here. You can see 12 ships right here, what it did today. Others haven't started yet, but I do anticipate in the coming hours to tomorrow you will probably start to see that, maybe late tonight. One thing you can pay attention to sometimes is like the 1, 2, 3 tops right here. So it becomes like 3 peaks. You know, you can say 1, 2, 3. You can say 1, 2, 3, and then that we don't count that as a peak there. So however we want to do it with XRP, you can do the same thing. So I don't really, XRP is obviously pushed up really aggressive right here. So on its pull down, it's I can size it up, but it doesn't look as clean as some of these other ones. Here goes Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash right here, and in Tyrion you can see the behavior here, what I'm looking for. So am I okay with it going up to the 50 moving average right here? Yeah, it can go up there if it wants to. Do I think it needs to? I don't think so. I'm kind of looking at where we're at. So if you look at the RSI, you can see that we hit the bottom of the RSI, pushed up to right there around the 54. We hit the bottom of the RSI, we pushed up to around 48. If it wants to go a little higher, it can. It doesn't need to. You can see what the behavior is on the stochastic here, and what I'm looking at as far as how this thing will probably slide down. So I would probably expect it to slide down and then maybe do a little push up, and then that's when you're going to get that dump, that big candle right there that just came in, just like 12 ships did. It dropped that in there. So that's what I'm anticipating, that'll happen. I got here algo, Tyrion. I'll just do this. I'll put it on a 2, and we'll just run some stuff next to Tyrion here, just to see what is what it's looking like. So this is on a 1 hour scale. All right. So here is a 1 hour scale, and you can kind of, when I scrunch it up like this, it'll probably be less messy, and you'll probably be able to understand it a little bit more. So this is what we're kind of looking at. You know, I think we're up in here right now. I think we need to come back down on the hourly here and get to that 50, slice into that 50, one little more push up, and then you'll start getting that that movement right there. So you'll start getting that slide down. Hey, thank you, Josh, for the tip. Appreciate it. Thanks, bro. Do you think XRP might hit 70 cents then drop, or you say that we are going to fall? I'm open to it, Josh, but I don't think it needs to. I think that move up right there that we just did was here. I'll just open this up so I'll show you what I'm talking about. Thanks again for the tip. So when this fall here, when it had to do that cup right here, so that's what you can see. That's what algo's doing. It does that fall and it's doing that cup. That cup, I do my best to read it. This is where I can make mistakes on the detail level. So if you ever see me make mistakes, it's a lot of times it's because I'm zooming in and I'm like looking for moves, and they might not come through sometimes fully. So people laugh at me. You're an idiot. You're always wrong. And I'm like, well, you don't know exactly what I'm looking at fully and why I'm wrong for that little moment on the small scale, but it doesn't negate what I'm really looking at, which is the big picture. If I pull out, you can really see it. But when I get up in here, I could, I can get confused and say, oh, we're right here, right? And we're coming down. I could say that, but then I could say, well, maybe we're right here, and it pushes up one more time. See, so that 70 cents is a possibility, because if I'm using this on algo, I can go to XRP and probably do the same thing. So let me go to XRP. But when I get into the detail level, just, you always got to have, when I show you guys my work, just kind of be open to, like, all right, well, I see him counting 1, 2, is this move right here, this move, and then it already pushed up? Yeah. Or is there still one more leg up and then we come slide down? Something like that could happen. So that's why you can make errors when you get into the smaller time frames when you're reading fractals. But yeah, this is what I'm looking at here. You can it's a little bit different as far as like the moving averages. They're in different positions, but this is one thing that I think that you don't do in the market is you don't lock on to just one asset, because if that asset is designed to make you think everything is good and get your money and bring it in before it takes you on a damn slippery slope ride, it's going to do that. And XRP is a prime one. The AI knows that this has the most probably retailers in it, one of the top. I mean, Bitcoin as well. So the ones that are going to pump the XLMs and stuff, the ADAs, the XRPs, they're going to send those up and really try to sell them and really emphasize that move. So you're like, oh my gosh, no, it's good, it's good. While I'm the guy over here looking at everything else to say, well, let me look at everything else. Is anything else like following? So if that's why I use algo. I was even using Bitcoin Cash, which isn't a bad, asset to analyze. So I'm like, if I go to Bitcoin Cash right here, you can see this down here and look at the moving averages. So the moving averages are actually in great position. We got the blue coming through. That's right when it pushed up. Blue's coming through. That's right when we pushed up. We got the 50 coming under. So I'm like, well, if Bitcoin Cash is doing this, I understand XRP looks a little bit different, but it's only because it pushed up so much. So it's the moving average is a little bit offset differently. But this is not. So I'm like, I gotta. So I scan all of them. I keep going through every one to see if there's some sort of behavior that's shifting everything, or if there's just a couple bogeys, like let's say ADA, that are really trying to sell that moment. So right here on ADA, it's really trying to sell that push up right there, right? It's really trying to sell this move right here, right? That's what it's trying to do. It's selling that move, like, come on, get in. That's how I look at that, So we would then be sliding back down. So if you start seeing ADA, pull back down like this, and then it's like, uh-oh, what's happening here? And then, that would be like a move I would see happen. Mark, thank you so much, Alpha. I appreciate that, man. You the best, bro. Potato chip. Go get a snack when you're done with this awesome update. Thank you so much, Mark. I appreciate it, and thanks for always being supportive, open-minded, and kicking me your analysis as well to and also sizing up my stuff, man. Running your stuff on what I'm doing to help bring value to everyone. So yeah. So this is what I'm looking at on I'm on a 1 hour, guys. So the 1 hour scale is going to be a little bit different detail wise, but you can if I zoom out here a little bit, you can kind of see what's been going on here. So you see the let me go ahead and do this right here. There you go. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at right here. So this push up right here is really selling on this, right? So I have to be able to be aware on what the behavior is. Why is it doing that? Is this a reversal and this fractal isn't going to happen? I have to have thoughts like that, and those are the thoughts I do have. And sometimes, I mean, I could spin my wheels on Twitter and talk to people. They're like, no, but this one, like if I showed this, they'd be like, this one actually, you know, the moving averages are a little different and this one's pushing up. But that's where, you know, it's okay. It's that doesn't mean that it doesn't continue, because we got to go look at some more assets to see if ADA is everything else. But if ADA is not everything else and ADA is the rare one doing this, then it's selling you. It's trying to get you in. It's trying to pick up more passengers. Yeah, you got your double cup down here. If you want to mark it, you can mark it right there. And then you have that gooseneck right here where it, you know, comes over and does a little cup. Our little cup is smaller, but it's the kind of the same thing. You know, it's doing this. You know, so it comes up, down, up. So same thing here, up, down, up, right? And then you obviously see the fall here. So I would expect something like that to happen. It seems pretty crazy, but you guys probably saw, you know, you witnessed a little bit of it. When you saw this thing pull down, you can see how quickly it could happen. It can happen very fast, and it will. So let's not stop at ADA. Let's go over here to algo and look at the fractal versus algo. So here we go. Now we got algo up, and now you're probably like, well, this one looks a little bit more cleaner. Yeah, this one's a cleaner, an easier read. The same concept. You know, you have this cup over here, and you come up, and this is typically a gooseneck right here. Is what this is. And the reason why I'm not biting on this gooseneck is because that's what happened last couple times when people got pissed off that, oh, dude, you said this was shooting. Yeah, we made a little move up and then it dumped. Well, I need to learn from my mistakes. So right now, I think, you know, if this comes through, then I learn from my mistake. Otherwise, this is a moment that actually I should have probably jumped on it and said, nah, this one's going to come through this time. But the last two ones that I didn't come through. So I'm like, well, why did those come through? And I'm like, this is you got to wait till you get to the bottom of, you don't do it after the mountaintop. The mountaintop, it's created, and then it's two tiers. You have to wait till you get to the bottom tier to run the Four Hills and Gooseneck. That's when it fully pops. This to me is just a fake out because it's doing it at the wrong level, which is what I was calling before back in 2019 when I made some of those mistakes, is because I was calling it at the wrong level. You need to call it at the bottom. You don't call it on a first tier. You got to call it on the second tier drop. So I know that's probably over your guys' head when I say stuff like that. You guys, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but just understand that there is, when it does a mountaintop, right, there goes one drop, and then it'll print like this, and it'll sell you on it, and then it'll drop again, right, and it'll come down here, and down here is where you'd want to look for that Four Hills and Gooseneck, right, and then you want to get that pop, right, you want to get that pop, so it'd have to happen down here, not here. You want it down here. That's where you want to read that. So that's what I'm referring to, is that this would be a fractal that I'm drawing, and you want to catch it down there. I could be wrong, and it could actually go right here. You never know, but the behavior and the history of it always shows that it's at the very bottom. You got to count them at the bottom. Don't count them after the first drop. You'll make mistakes. So here goes algo against it, and you can see what how this looks. You know, very similar, very comparable. I can go to a 4 hour too. Let's not stop on a 1 hour. Let's go to a 4 hour and just see what this looks like. All right, so we'll go 4 hour over here, and the next couple of charts I look at, I'll just go 4 hours here. So here goes the 4 hour move, and you can see that, let me slide this over a little bit so you can see where we're at. That's where we're coming from. So yeah, so this is what it looks like on the 4 hour, and you know, we're dinging that 50 right there. You can see the moving averages are in pretty damn good position here. I can turn off the lights for a second here on the candles, and you can kind of see what is taking place. So we are pretty much right here. You know, the moving averages are kind of right up in this area right here. You know, so they've all came down through the gooseneck, comes down through the goosenecks. You can see that behavior is very, very comparable. So if we go and turn these candles back on here, you can understand that we are playing around right up on here. And I'm just, you know, being cautious. Once again, I could be completely wrong here, but let's let it show me that it's wrong. You know, I don't want to celebrate and say everything is good and we're going up, or I don't want to celebrate that everything is going down fully yet. I'm just going to sit back and watch you. I want to watch your behavior and see how it goes. RMD, you're welcome. Yeah, it's probably that chirping out back, man. Hey Chris, I've been missing the streams lately. I hope it's been well. I've been good, Rexy. Thank you. Thank you, MT Matt, for cleaning house on any people that want to drop off their emotions here. Can't see what's up, man. You caught me live. You sure did. DJ, what's up, bro? Geno's, you're able to turn off the lights. You really confuse me when you're... Wait, you really confuse me where you're at in the fractal. I looked back a week ago and you were pointing at the same top expecting the drop last week going into the week. How? Okay, so good. That's fine, CH. So not to confuse you. So if I do that, it's because I'm misreading the fractal at the lower level. So if the reason why what you're saying is, I think I know what you're talking about. It's because I'm thinking, let's say I'm thinking this point right here is that point, and I'm thinking, okay, well, that's where we're at. We just need to do this. And next, it shoots up, and everyone's like, "Ah, you're wrong." And I'm like, "What happened there?" And then, everyone's laughing, having a good time, and I'm like, "Oh, I see what it's doing. It was okay. I misread that right there on that smaller level." So that's what it is. But if I zoom out and stuff, you can kind of see, this is what I'm looking at right here. Let me slide this down. So you see the behavior now on it. So what happens is I can bite, like that move right there. I could bite on another chart and say that I might have thought that was it, and then it finally goes, and I'm like, okay, well, there it is. I'm like, well, it needs to stop here and come back. But some of them, they kind of sell themselves a little bit. Thanks, Jago. What's up, Homer? Yeah. But why don't you zoom in to the past? I don't know what you mean by that. Zoom into the past. Zoom into the past. I'm using Tyrion. Tyrion is my guider. It's out front. I'm using that. Anyways, I'm gonna keep going here. So let's look at some more assets here just to see if the market is following suit. Which I'm sure you guys know that it probably must be, because if these are doing it and we're already going through some of them. So if we go to Atom here, you can see nothing really changed here. We're right here. So that's where you should be looking. Boom. Same concept that's happening. So that's Atom right there. Band protocol, same thing. We're on this cup here. Band looks like it can push up if it wants to, but I don't trust Band pushing up because it didn't go aggressively here. This push up here is not as aggressive as like a lot of other ones right here. So yeah, so you gotta watch these sometimes because they won't fully make a big move. It'll throw you off. What's up, Gerald? Same here with basic attention token. So you can see we're getting that push up right here. Once again, I can slide out like this, and this behavior is this behavior. I already read it multiple times. Let me take this off here, so we'll leave it here. Little details to better read / predict it. You say you missed it. Why you miss it? It's just a misread. CH, I'm sorry, man. I could sit here and I don't want to, no offense, like ignore anybody else and just chat with you about that scenario. Zooming and seeing by little the details. You better read. Yeah. It's when I get down to the details, sometimes I can make mistakes. Is all I can say. It's easy after the fact, after it comes through, but when you're missing stuff and you can get lost easily on the detail level at times. So it can be tough. That's all I can say. I'm just telling you right there. I make mistakes, and I'm okay telling you guys that. That doesn't mean that that it's fully dead on something. I would have to. You guys see when it's going to be dead. I think I got it here where it's like, well, I see exactly what he's showing, and we know when it's dead or why it would go or when what's supposed to probably happen. And I'm showing you guys right now. I'm going through every asset right now. I'm just kind of going down the line here. Popular ones. I just did basic attention token. I'm on Bitcoin Cash, and I'm showing you the same setup. If I go to Blue Zell, there you go. Right there, you can see nothing really moves when I change these assets. There goes Binance Coin, so BNB right there. You're welcome, CH. What's up, Hydra? You can see that right there. Let me see what else. Bitcoin SV. You can see my fractals are not. They're all in the same position as TNT right here. So we'll just keep going down the line. Bitcoin, a little bit. Obviously, Bitcoin is in its own world in a way, but don't let this fool you. It's doing it right here. That doesn't mean that it's just not going to participate in anything nasty. I think it participates in something pretty nasty here. So watch out for Bitcoin to join the party here, which it's already making the same moves. You know, there's other assets that actually printed that top right there, that 1, 2, 3. I think I was just showing you guys on that T ship. Yeah, look. Let me put Bitcoin next to this T ship. So they all have their own little way of doing it, which is why you can make mistakes on it. Let me go and show you Bitcoin against this T ship here, and you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Okay, look. Holy crap. Dude. Fucking love finding stuff like this. Sorry, I'm getting all jacked up. Look how precise this one is. If Milan and some of them are in there, look at this. Look how precise this they're on the same algorithm. T-ship is up front. Look at the candles, guys. Candle for candle. Look at this shit. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. This is AI 101 pretty much. Look how clean this is. Like right here and here. All that is very, very similar. Like similar candles, everything. So precise. Up here a little bit different on this peak. That's fine. This peak very similar right here. This peak very similar, and look what's going on here. Dude, like, can you get any more obvious than that? Damn, my glasses get glare on that blue. You can see the blue light from the glasses. Yo, that's what I'm talking about right there, guys. That's exactly what I'm talking about. What did this look like? So it didn't fully it didn't follow fully right there. So you can see now that it gets up here, you can see that it's behaving the same now. So it's like prepared for this move, you know, so it started right here. So you can see how this one didn't right here. So this drop, it then jumped on Bitcoin's, they both jumped on the same like coding together or whatever, like literally move for move. Look how precise this fractal is right here. Super clean. It comes up and does the same exact one, man. Gets up here a little bit different, a little slightly different. This one pulls up very, very comparable, and we're very, very close to this one too. And then we're literally creating a cup very similar, cup for cup there. This is an 8 hour, by the way. And then if that push up right there, which is what we're working on right now, that result after that 8 hour and stuff, it looks like things can get nasty pretty fast. So anyways, what I was coming over to this was because the triple tops here, if you come back over to the other asset, which was Bitcoin, that's the triple top. So I knew in my mind, yes, Tyrion doesn't look like the way it's drawing here, but that doesn't negate that that's not what's going to happen, because I know that T12 ships over here has it. Cal, thank you so much, dude. That's a fat 50, man. Thank you. It's really nice of you. All you guys tipping, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, bro. It's super nice of you. Thomas, what is the percent on this? Well, this 8 hour candle on, that's at 30. I think at 30. This candle right here, that was alone a 32% candle so far. They're not going to all drop to the same like 32% across the board. I know you know that, but you know that's what that one did. If you're just curious, 32% drop right there. Pretty excited about this this little match we just found here live. Pretty crazy, man. You know, I did it like that. It's like pretty scary crazy when you see it like that. You know, that comparable. That's Bitcoin versus 12 ships. Coming back over here, so let's go back to some other assets here. We can do seller here. You can see where seller is on this. Whoops. So we're working on that cup right there. I can go through this whole thing. I can go through Coco's. You can see the same concept there. Dash really sold its move big time right there. That was one of the ones today that was really pushing. Digibyte's looking very comparable to it as well. Yeah, Bitcoin, when Bitcoin does, it's gonna send them all down. It's gonna send them all down. What's up, James? Hey, Chris, I would have played this differently knowing what I know now. No regrets though. How about you? I'm sorry, James, if you needed some I didn't do any. I just was behind the scenes kind of working and trying to figure this out, doing some trades, enjoying some holidays and stuff. But the bird wants to be the bird. Yeah, that damn bird. I'm sorry, guys. You know, the bird hears me on talking, and it like knows it wants to, like, I'm gonna interrupt all your shit. Lots of gaps being created on Dow Jones. Oh, let me go to silver. Let me show you guys this. Look at silver, and look what's happening with silver and gold, because I expect those to fall too. Let's go silver and gold. So here goes silver. Look at what's happening on silver. Silver, to me, this is what the move was right here. So to me, this move right here is what we already did. We came down, we created a cup, and then boom, it's starting to fall. It's ahead because because it's frozen right now with the weekend and stuff. But this move on silver, if you look at silver, what silver is doing, this is not pretty. This is showing this kind of behavior here on silver. So it already did the push up, you know, so it already did this right here. It came down and did the cup. So it came down, did the cup, right? It then did a down and then a little notch. So we did that down right there, and there's a little notch right there. And now it's falling. So however we're going to fall with the assets, with the crypto, we're about to find out. Each one's going to probably have their own like size. But that's how I would read silver. I'd be like, oh, well, silver's already doing it, because it's like, there goes the mountaintop, right? So here it is. So here's like an example. You see how it's very similar behavior. It's not obviously identical by any means, but what you can notice here is that you have that mountaintop up here. You have that mountaintop. You then are drawing that double cup there. You are drawing that double, like that double bottom, those two cups right there, and you are slipping down, and you did slip down. So wait till Monday and this week opens up. I think it's gonna freaking, you know, you're really gonna see some results here. Like, you're gonna see that fractal probably really start to look really clear. So right now you're kind of like, you know, I'll watch it, but you know, maybe you're not sold on it completely. Well, let some more hours and days go by, and then you'll probably start to see like how clear this really is. Same thing with gold. Gold's, you can see gold slipping. You see how gold is slipping as well too. So gold would be right here. And you're getting that slip, you're getting that stair step. So I'm open to it being, as you know, being maybe pretty bad. You love the bird, Jago. Chris, hope you're doing well, man. Simple question: how long do we have to sell before this dump? That's a tough question, Berthold. You know, I'm already out majority of it. I got a lot of money in USD right now, just sitting there. So I don't want to give you that selling advice, man, but I can just tell you that I've already, you know, I don't care if you sold at 70 cent, 45 cent XRP. I think it's all going below all that. So that's if you're selling XRP. You know, I'm holding my XRP, a good amount of it. I would let the bird out, Alex. Like, I'm gonna be that guy before I die. I'm gonna go rest. I'm just gonna let birds fly, because the bird has wings and it's never got to use it. The one thing it wants to do in life, in my opinion, like, could you imagine the feeling if you were a bird and you're always in a cage and that's all you did is you hopped around a cage? Like, it's torture. So I get mad at my family. I'm like, you guys are sick. But it's not, you know, whatever. They're like, it would die if it went out there. I'm like, it would live if it went out there. What do you mean it would live? The one thing it wants to do before it dies is not die in a cage, never got to use its wings. You aren't allowing it to use its wings. It was created to fly, and you're not allowing it to fly because you're a sick human and you just find it fun to have this pet and watch it in your cage. Have you thought about that? Like, I get onto them. I'm going a little deep, but you guys see where I'm getting at it with it? It's like, imagine if you were the bird and you're stuck in this cage inside a human's house, and the human's just like, hey, I got a bird. And the bird's just like, you bastard, I want to fly. It's by the window also, and it sees birds flying around. Like, think of what's going on psychologically in the bird's head. Like, I would hate humans if I was the bird. Milan, what's up, dude? Thanks for the tip, bro. MRH, my teammate, the only time I hang out with the Bulls is when I hang out with MRH. I hope you know how much I appreciate what you do, even more so when we don't agree. Thank you, MRH. I appreciate it. You've always been respectful too, man. I think we can, you know, we got a good relationship. We can keep it that way. Milan, thanks again, bro. Good stuff. But anyways, I don't want to talk about birds, you know. But anyways, I just have a soft spot where I think birds should Even if it goes out there and it gets taken down by something else, at least it had that moment that it spread its wings and it was like, I'm flying, and you know, whatever, poof, or you know, gets taken out. You'll have animal rights protesters outside. Yeah. Anyways, there's some Red Bull. Some Red Bull. Give us some wings. All right, so let me continue on here. XLM obviously pushed very aggressive. Let's look at the ones like XRP that really pushed aggressive. So like, yes, this created this move, and you might come over here to XLM and be like, I don't know, man, this doesn't look like it. No, this got sold. This was a huge extension right here, right? So I'm expecting this to pull back and then even come down, and like, it's kind of crazy, but I expect that to happen on that. That's what I'd be looking for. VeChain, here goes VeChain. You can see VeChain's doing and remember I showed you guys the full fractals before too with the XYZ from its mini fractal, but you can see where we're pushing up right here. You can see that behavior. So I'm expecting these 4-hour candles to come down, and when I start to see, it looks like it's happening tomorrow, guys. I mean, you know, tomorrow or Monday, it looks like it's gonna happen. That's what I think. Same thing with Cardano, Kevin, I'm gonna, since when I see your name, I'm gonna go to my share token here and see what it's doing just to check on it. So share token is still, it's copying that little mini fractal back here. It's starting to show that move there. So, but yeah, same with ADA. ADA, if we look at ADA in a 4-hour, it looks pretty. Let me go back to it. I might have did it earlier. Yeah, it really pushed up right there. That was a strong move for it right there. If you go down to the 1 hour, it probably doesn't look as bad. You know, if you go to the 1 hour, you know, that's what it looks like. If I go to the 1 hour here on TNT. It's kind of what it looks like. So on the 1 hour, does it look as bad? Eh, not really. You know. So that's kind of how I analyze them sometimes. I'm like, yeah, the 4-hour looks maybe a little worse than it probably should, but if it's if it's gonna do a dump, I mean, what would you do if you were AI and you wanted to do a dump? Would you just kind of hang here and make it look like you're gonna drop, or would you want to like, hey, no, I'm good, man, come on in, everybody, come on in, everything's gonna be a-okay, and then, you know, it freaking screws you over. You know, that's how I think about AI. Let's look at EOS. EOS, you can see it's looking no different than over here. What else can we look at? DOT dot, same setup. Dogecoin, same setup. Engine, same setup. Ethereum Classic, same setup. Ethereum, same setup. FET, Fetch, same setup. You can kind of see. Let me go check Quant. If you want me to look at one, just let me know. So, and I'll just, you know, you can see that they're all running in the same. There goes Harmony OneCoin. Quant. So Quant is a little bit on its own like world, but it down at this level right now. Dude, Quant looks like it already. Holy crap! Quant looks like it's. Watch Quant right now. If you start to see this thing pull down. Because I see that it already, this is interesting, we just looked at this. I already see that it already did this move, right? And I already see that it has pulled down again. And there's that little notch. Like that. So I would watch this one. I mean, it could linger around if it wants to and go at the same time as the others, but you can definitely say that that one's looking like it's a pretty prime suspect right now. Theta, XDC, I can't really, that one's, I gotta go over here. It's not on the bigger charts. Let me see, XDC. Yeah, Zenfin is just, so we had the triple. Let me reevaluate that. I did that a while ago, so it got that. It didn't fully go there. We kicked back up. Let me see. Remove all drawing tools. Let me see what's going on here. Is it this back here? That's why. Yeah, it might be up in here, man, but you can see that we never. I think this behavior here. Yeah, I mean Zenfin. Well, I'm on the daily right now. Let me go down to the 4-hour. Yeah, this is what it's doing, but the thing is, it's doing that triple. It's doing those triple peaks there, and it's running that cup, you know. So you see how that we did the triple peaks there and we run that cup? That's on an 8 hour right there. So if I was to analyze it, it's let me go to a 12 hour and see what it looks like. You can't really tell. You can't do an 8 hour on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna go and assume that it's running a behavior like that. I'd love to see some Hedera hash graph fractal. Okay, yeah, we could throw the I'll throw Hedera on there. Stefan, what's up, man? So Zill play. Okay, so Zill, let me get some of these guys on the ones that I know I can do real quickly. So Theta, Theta's doing the same fractal. You can see it right here. So your Theta's set up as well. I don't think I have Uniswap Quark. Zill, Theta, Zill. So let me do Zill. Here goes Zill. Yeah, you're still. This is the slide up. This is the doing that cup right there. That final peak. I mean, there's a pull down on a little guy. It looks like pull down a little guy there. That sort of behavior you should watch out for. RSR, Quark. So here goes RSR. It's you know, doing a little bit right here. So but overall you can see that it's just drawing it in its own way. Yeah, RSR is definitely doing it in its own way, where it's like this is all inverted. It really pushed it up, but now you're creating that kind of moment even on RSR. Kava, Quark. Let me do Quark. Quark looks just like Poe. Quark looks like it wants to get nasty and get like drop like crazy. So yeah, if you look at Quark, you can see what happened here. Let's see. That one went up fully right there. So where is the... Okay, so if I was to read this one, I would read it this way. I'd read 1, 2, right? And you can see how we got that mark up there. And now it's working on that little cup there, right? So you would then get that move down right there. So you'd run 1 bottom, 2 bottom, 3 bottom. So 1, 2, 3 had that peak. From that peak, that's how you'd kind of read that one real quickly. So I can see the behavior being this exact same. Kava. I don't mind going through these because it'll help me identify stuff. So this one kind of has, instead of the sharp peak, you know, some of them are running the like kind of that triple peaks at an angle. Either way, it's down and has created this movement here. It's still it's at a moment like that. Kava's really low right now too. You know, look where it's at on its scale. So you can see how this has come down. It's down here at a... I mean, it's not even a bad buy, but I would think it's about to get even better. Definitely. CSC, if I skip it, you guys, it's only because I gotta go. It's not, I can't pull it up on that trading view like CSC. I gotta come over here and throw it on this coin.trader to get it. And it's doing the same thing. So this is already taken a beating. What more? I mean, I just can't see how this thing needs to go down even more, man. I feel like it's already done. I feel like it's already done everything. I feel like it's already done, in my opinion. If anything, I would see that it doesn't go too aggressive here. It would start to pan out and flatten out. It's my guess, but gosh, man, who knows? I don't know how much lower can Casino Coin go, but jeez. So yeah, the uni. Do I not have Uniswap or something on? Hold on one second, guys. It looked like Kava didn't really move. Yeah, I think you're at the edge. It's a very similar setup in a way here. I think it could push up if it wants to right here, but Uniswap doesn't look like it's too hot, in my opinion. I don't think any of these are going to really look that good. Link, same with Link. I don't think anything is going to really look good here. We're about to find out, I'll tell you that. I mean, we definitely will find out if this is true, but at least I'm giving you guys kind of the heads up here to say, you know, like hot. Let me do H bar too. Sorry, I just thought about that. Yeah, see, holo is in a good. It looks the same. Let me go to H bar. H bar sitting the same way. Very much so. You can see the two cups here, and then the third before it nosedives. Yeah. That's it, man. I mean, it's pretty much there. XDC is the next CSC. You think that's like patty cakes? You're saying in like a good way, or you think it's gonna go down? Yeah, Dan. Unfortunately, that's my thoughts. Unless this proves otherwise, but I think it's about to get shitty for us in the world. Continue. I think Europe or UK is about to go through their tier 3 lockdown on December 2nd. So it literally lines up with what we're probably about to be delivering as well. Patty cakes, it's something that the utility kicking in is just, I think, a hopeful thing that us in the space say a lot. No offense, but I think it's just a hopeful thing. Like, utility's gonna kick in, utility's gonna kick in, utility's gonna kick in, utility, and we're like hoping that that's what's gonna happen, and it's gonna plug into the charts, and everything's gonna go fine, and nothing else. And it could. I mean, I could very well could do that, and that could be a big like switch, that something happens and does that. But I guess I would probably not just bet on it fully and say, that's what is going to happen. So some way to like to happen, you know what I mean? When if Bitcoin drops, then XRP rises, going off market insider. Yeah, I would think that they all get. I mean, XRP special has a use case, but I don't think it's so special that it, doesn't roll with the crew. This is a global thing happening. XRP is solving a banking problem. This is bigger than this. There's more than just the bank moving money through the banks. You know what I mean? Because I look at the use case and I'm like, okay, well, that's like one of the use cases, and there's a lot of countries involved here. So I don't. It's just my thoughts on it. I guess I'm saying I wouldn't fully think that the utility is going to kick in and go away from. Once again, I mean, it could. So I can't. I guess that's where I'm like kind of iffy on it, is all I'm saying. Not fully 100%. That's about to happen. Storage. Where's storage at? I have it on here. There it is. Yeah, looks really clean. Very, very comparable. Yeah, very clean, very comparable. Cool cat beats. Love that guy. Little Eric. Numeraire. %, nice little push up. Really selling it here. We got some gaps open. It needs to close these gaps down here. I'm just telling you, so it's probably going to come back down. But it pushed up, came down, pushed up again, and then we'll see how it ends up. But it's definitely really selling that move there, Numeraire. Yeah, I would think the start of a global reset. Yeah. I'm watching something interesting about UFOs and aliens right now. I wouldn't be surprised if this sounds really bizarre. I wouldn't be surprised if they really start saying, hey, so we're not alone. I know they've already done it a little bit this year, saying, hey, just want to let you guys know we've been holding about on some UFO stuff, so yeah, it's legit. And the masses are just like, yeah, we don't even care. Like, because they don't believe it anyways. A lot of them don't. But then there's some people that believe it, and they're like, no, man, we're just humans on planet Earth. This is big, way bigger than what your mind can think of. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's actually some other life forms out there. But a lot of people don't want to think that, or they're just conditioned to not think that. But I was watching a video with Dr. Stephen Greer, and super fascinating. It's a pretty recent one. Some of you guys might have watched it, and it kind of can connect, man. It's weird. I mean, so I won't be surprised, but right now I'm looking for COVID as the picture painting of why this is happening. COVID is what I'm looking for, not some UFO alien thing. Anyways, I start talking about that, you guys definitely ain't believing me. Like, this dude's lost his shit. I just like to research things. Mikey, thank you, man. Hey, Chris, do you still see XRP dropping below 40 cents in the next 2 weeks? I do. I don't even want to tell you guys the worst case for XRP, because you guys will freaking lose your shit on me. So I won't even tell you that. But thank you first off for the euros there, Mikey, man. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'm still sub 20 cent XRP, no problem, in my opinion. Crypto villain thoughts is freaking pretty close, bro, to what you're doing, man. Dude, this guy Lewis kind of showed me something a while ago, and then as time is going on here, and I see. Don't spread the news. I'm not, dude. On the Fibonacci pivots, which Naz, who's in here, right here, Captain Blockchain Naz, right here, Nazal is the one that introduced me to pivots, Fibonacci pivots, and Tyrion went through its S1 pivot, and I think these hit their S2 on their weekly pivot, and I mean, I can show you guys, man, but you guys might be like, dude, that's bullshit. That's what you're gonna say, and I'm like, it's my worst case scenario, man. You know, there is more than one use case for XRP besides bank to bank. As you know, Flare Network will use XRP. Yeah, there's Louis Montana. I probably should have spent a little bit more time when I said that. I'm completely aware the use case is a lot more than that. Absolutely. So I guess I was just kind of in the position that I don't think it's pivots can be broken. You know, if those pivots can be broken, man. Yeah, I know XRP's like main one is the banks and stuff. All right, so you guys want the worst case scenario? All right, you guys are gonna get worst case scenario, and you guys are gonna have to be easy on me. All right, you're gonna have to be easy on me. Don't like get too pissed off. All right, so first thing I'm gonna show you here is Tyrion. Okay. Blockchain backer won't look at other people's charts. He says he doesn't want to. He doesn't like it. He doesn't want it messing with what he sees. Yeah, I guess you can find his. I mean, he thinks everything is good. We go up. 22 cents is the bottom from what I know, and that's where he's at. I'm not there. I'm on the opposite side, but I understand what everyone sees, but I see this right here, which is Tyrion. So if you're wondering where we're at, see where this blue arrow is? Actually, I'll move it right here. That's where we're at right now on everybody. You can see how this came out of a channel and it jumped right back into a channel. Complete fake out. Jumped out of a channel and then come back into a channel. Others are doing it too, but this is where we're at right now if you're wondering where we're at. All right, and you can see the stair-stepping, the 3 moves. 1, 2, 3. I can show you that. Thank you guys for keeping it clean. Don, DJ, thank you, sir. You just got some points today. Look at you, man. If I add the pivots in here, this damn thing slipped through S1, killed through S1. S2 is way down here, which is in the negative, so I don't think that that's a part of this. I just feel that we at least go through S1, knowing this. And there were some other ones I looked at that were going through S1 too that were already down the road a little bit here. I can do 80K as well. So if I go to 80K, that's already down the road here. 80K is already through its S1, so 80K this is where we're at with 80K, and you can see how it's tearing down. It went through its S1 just like Tyrion did. So S1 is a pivot. It's a Fibonacci pivots, okay? So if I go back to TNT here, and then I'm going to go and show you XRP, it's going to kind of really paint a picture that we might be coming to a certain area. So the other thing I want to mention is that when the week closes, new pivots will come out. So S2 might end up right here. So when this thing comes out, this might be S2. I don't know. We'll have to find out because a new line of pivots will get thrown over here when we start to close out. So definitely going to look at that. Christopher Michael, thank you. Why don't you get another known TA to put? Yeah, I saw that. I don't know if you heard it. Thank you for the $5. Some of them, they don't want to hear it, man. Everyone's kind of in their own way. I appreciate the tip, though, brother. But yes, I do. I go and grab everyone's that gives me something. I'm open-minded to it. I'm like, what do you got? And if I understand it, I'm like, okay, I need to see if that is still true or if what I have is going to override that. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Oh, okay. I already looked at that. I understand how that is playing out. I understand that. So I try to, like, you know, I'm eating it all up, trying to help deliver the best thing I can, you know, to this day. So, quite somebody just watch both channels. Yeah. Yeah, Nick. That Nick said it. I mean, that's probably the best way. It's just I would just watch both channels. No problem, man. Thanks again, though, man. I guess just like BCB, he wants to see you and him and wants to. I guess I just like BCB and I want to see you and him talk. Yeah. It won't resonate. It's the programming of the mind is different. You know, from a fractal perspective, and you know, and here's the thing. Somebody has already sent him my stuff. He's already went on his channel. He's like, the fractal is not going to follow. It's not going to happen. 22 is the bottom. It's not happening. People are fearing March. It's not going to happen again. It's not going to happen again. It's not going to happen again. So he's already pretty much looked it. So yeah. So right now, blockchain backer so far to this point, on the recent, you know, we can say that. Thank you, Don. Has made some good calls, you know, right now to where he's at. So the continuation is what you want to, you know, because I wasn't making, I mean, what I called, which was back in September, or before September, is like, hey, we're going to be dropping and it might get ugly. And we did drop, and then we came down, and I told everyone, I'm like, I don't think we're done. We got more drops to do. It then pushed up, right? And people are like, oh, and I'm like, I don't think we're done here. And as you can see why, I'm showing you why we're not done. So the result fully hasn't came in. So if the result fully comes in here soon, and if you see XRP shoot back down to 30 cents, just understand people are going to probably be like, I don't think we're following the bull momentum anymore. I think we're going to be following what Mr. Level Up is saying. That's probably what I would think that would end up happening. So, but we'll see. I'm willing to be wrong, as you saw, like my intro, my video. Like you got to be willing to step up and make mistakes in life. So I'm just gonna work my butt off and show you guys what I got, man. So thank you, DJ. I appreciate it, man. It's getting points right there. So let me get back to what I want to show you guys. Want my worst case scenario. So the stair stepping here, it goes through the S1. So like if we go to XRP and we say, okay, well, is XRP going to do that? Let me go to a weekly here and put it on XRP, and you're about to find out on the monthly close. You know, if you want to watch something on XRP, go watch the monthly close. That's still wide open. If the monthly close comes back and closes pretty damn low, that was just a big fake out in a bull trap, which is what I thought it was. So we'll find out if this was a bull trap. I think it was. I think it is. But we'll find out if that's true. And if you see this thing dump back down here, you're going to know right away that was probably a bull trap when that happens. So, but we'll see. We'll see how it unfolds. Maybe it's fine. The other assets aren't showing that it's fine, though. So if we look at the pivots here, and we know that this Tyrion slipped through a S1. S1 for us is 15 cents, XRP. I'm telling you, we probably go back down to S1. No problem. I think we go back down to S1, unfortunately. So that's 15 cents. That's just pretty much going back down to that March area. If we slip through S1, our next Fibonacci pivot is at 6 cents. You think Tyrion is behind, not ahead? Why do you think that? Because you're thinking it's back here. If you like, I think it's way ahead. So anyways, if it goes down to 6 cents, does 6 cents make sense? Well, I'll tell you something. A buddy of mine, well, I call him a buddy. We don't really know each other that well. What he said, and I'll tell you why that it's possible that it could make sense. So, if 6 cents is right here, you want to know something? And this is something from like I've learned from even the Crypto Wizard. So if we take that 6 cents area right here. Well, I shouldn't say that anymore. Tory, right? What happened? Well, it hit this and it checked it. It came back down a little bit. It checked it again, right? Pulled back down. When it broke out of that, it never came to touch down on it that it was support. It went off and went into this bear market. So somebody could argue the point and say, yeah, we need to come back down and touch that before we get out of here. Someone could argue that point and say, no, we never checked down on that as support. We never did. We need to come back and do that. And some people might be like, well, you don't need to do that. But, you know, maybe you do. When it just so happens that that area is the S2, which is 6 cents. Don't be surprised if that happened. I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be like, nah, once I come back down and check that. So I'm not looking for it fully, but I can, you know, I can make sense of it if this all pulls back. And then, you know, this is still the other thing I forgot to mention to you guys. This thing runs in threes, man, meaning that there's 3 cups that I usually, damn it, that I look for. So this is 1. This is 2, and it's actually selling it right there. I think there's a 3rd cup. I think there is a 3rd cup, and that's the kind of the way. It's almost like an inverse head and shoulders on the weekly, which is like what I have over here. So I can make sense of that down here, where I think that there is, like, this was the middle cup, this is the 3rd cup, and this is the 4th cup. So it'd be 1, 2, 3. I can make sense of that. So I can make sense of this move, and even if it wicked down there, but I think there needs to be a 3rd cup here in 2021, and then we ride out. I don't think we're getting away with just these 2 cups here, because back down here it never did that as well. Plus everything else I'm just showing. So I mean, that's just kind of where I'm at. Once again, I don't expect anybody to like fully believe this, but damn it. Let me take the pivots off here. Yeah, so like I think, so you see the moves here? So 1 cup there, there's 2 here, there's this 3rd one. It's kind of this same concept here. We got this one big, they're very clear when you look at this. I think there's another move. I think this is going to be this more so, but I think we're missing another move. Another move. Thank you, Crypto V. I think there's another move here. Bro, we are not at the same level as 6 cents back in the day. We are much lower. Much lower than 6 cents. What's up, Dip? I mean, I guess to each, I mean, whatever everyone wants to think, man. I mean, to each their own. I'm just showing you what I'm watching, and it's not even, I'm really not even really caring too much about this level, you know, like this bigger picture. I could, you know, I only went to make sense of it if the Fibonacci, because it has a Fibonacci pivot down there. That S2 has 6 cents on it, and the S1 is 15 cents. Time will tell. And I got the stock market looks like it's supposed to completely crash from my perspective, and I see this up front doing this behavior. And once again, I just mentioned earlier how there's ones already now starting to follow even more this behavior. So if I go to I think I have my dump list that I'm trying to find out who's going first. So yeah, so let me back this up. So Force Protocol, these are really crappy coins, but you can see it sold. It was trying to really emphasize and sell itself right there. Same thing. It loves to do that. The algorithm loves to really try to get you in right before it dumps out. You know. Let me see what ITC. Some of these didn't. They're just slipping, man. These are. I think Libra Credits was interesting. Yeah, look at Libra Credits. So Libra Credits, same thing. It's doing that stair stepping, man, like completely falling down. I think Aurora was doing it too. Yeah, Aurora was doing it too. Came off that edge there, and I think it's gonna go down again. We just saw that 12 ships data do that. Where's that T ship right here? Down 30. Yeah, we just saw that this behavior is showing that coming off this W right here, which is this W here. We already see this happening, so we're already getting responses like this. So tomorrow, within the several hours, we'll see if that's true for the for the market, and that'll confirm everything. So if you see algo, start to and it's on a daily, you see algo right here drop a nasty candle in right here, and another one, I mean right there is going to tell you it's following, man. We're not going up right now anytime soon. So yeah, it's cool. Jago, me and Naz, sometimes we have our differences, but I appreciate you guys. So the best thing we can do is time will tell. Whales will buy it up so fast if we even approach S1, in my opinion. Won't make any comments on that. You guys know I have to say AI, man. I think it's AI. Whales and bulls and bears are just, to me, a fairy tale at this point. You know, it's just controlled, complete controlled by the whales are the AI. That would be the best way to look at it. The whales are the AI. They got this thing. It's all theirs. There's not much retail in here messing with this. If any, 10% retail probably, 90% AI, higher entities, a group of whales, which are the elites, and they just buy and sell to themselves and drive the price down, and they'll probably do that and then do it for a reason, maybe to, you know, get X amount of people in and say, all right, let's do it. Let's introduce this to, you know, E-Trade and Fidelity now, these things. I mean, just think about that, you know, or you know, the big Wall Street firms and stuff. I mean, some people might say that they're already in, or they're not in because no one's spending money without the regulations, so they're going to bring the prices down, bring in the regulation. E-Trade, Fidelity, now it allows them guys to jump in, and they're going to jump in at the lower price. The retailers that have been hanging around, playing in the space, they're going to get worked temporarily, you know. It's going to eventually go back up, but I mean, it's a perfect storm for that to happen, with just the setting of the world and what's going on, to just bring everything down, hit the regulations in, and then they can then start using, you know, those other platforms, you know, at Wall Street level, you know, backed and stuff to start bringing in that money. That's what I probably think is happening. I don't think they're going to bring in that money. I mean, you know, XRP's up, and, you know, hey, we're going to introduce crypto to you guys, and like some of these big wigs. No offense, man, these guys are connected more than people like us, and I doubt that they're gonna like miss the boat and, you know, be buying XRP at $10. But I guess we'll see. I don't think that's happening. I don't think those people are sliding away and not getting involved. I think they'll be involved at the right price, not $10 or not $4 or not $3. But one can argue the point that they're already in, but I don't think so. I don't fully think so. I don't think billions of dollars are probably in without the regulations. I don't think somebody would want that. I think the elites are controlling it at this level right now until it's time. They'll drive it down. What's up, Z? Nick F, thank you. I'm just trying to think how this is all, you know, all playing out. What's going to happen? They're not trying to. They wouldn't crash it to. Yeah. I feel, dude, there's a lot. I know we got a different. We could sit here all day and explain why I think it's not going to or why it is. We can go back and forth. The best thing we can just do is just let the chart do the talking. Let the chart talk, and you'll see what it's going to do. We'll see. We'll see very soon. Yeah, they do. Christopher Michael, and I'll tell you, there's a guy that stopped in the stream. Not today. It was on another stream. He works for the regulation. And even my buddy told me before, he was like, hey, I know who that guy is. He's like, I think that guy works for regulations. And he didn't say anything. He's like, so he didn't say anything yet. My buddy told me that as I was on the live stream. I was like, huh. And then next thing you know, before he leaves, I just want to let you know, I work with regulations. I don't own any crypto right now. He's like, I will be buying in 2021. Have a nice day. And left. It was on a live stream. So I was like, and then my buddy messaged me after. He's like, I told you, man, that guy, he's connected, man. He knows what's going on. So, you know, you never know. It's a, you know, screen name, avatar. You never know who to believe, right? But my buddy pointed it out that he's like, nah, that guy knows something. So, we'll see. Mikey, thank you. I do see the stock market coming to a crash late December, early January, so I could see that wave play out. But what if the money flips into crypto? Yeah, I mean, that's definitely. I think it ends up doing that. I do think that's what happens. I think it they go, but both go down, and then it does it. So it's not, hey, stock market crashes and keeps as it's crashing, it's filling up crypto. That's what we love to happen. And I've thought about that. But I just think they're going to bring them both down, man. I really do. Pressbury Invest, thank you very much for those comments. Bollinger Band show thank you, XRP Legend. I appreciate that. Mikey Times, thanks again for the tip. Thank you about the Bollinger Band show a massive drop also. I know I like him too. Since there's a first stream last You're not. This time he's wrong. All right, we'll see. I think those small alts are behind because retail money flows when the move. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna wrap it up, man. Thank you guys for stopping by. We'll just let the chart do its thing. Sorry if you I mean, don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but I guess we'll find out. That Spark token, to me, is just keeping people in the game, man. I would not run towards the Spark token, in my opinion. No way. There's nothing in the world that wants to wave free to me and make me make a move. Hey, you want something free? Yeah, I'm not interested. Hell no. But hey, it works. You want something free? Yeah! Give it to me free. Yeah. Oh, shit, the market's crashing. Fuck, I should have not have held. Yeah, you're holding for free Spark, and then you just got smoked out, you know? That's just my take on it. I'm like, I'm not that guy that's gonna, and I go ahead and go, Spark token can be go worth money. I don't care. You're not making me go and do something for free. I've done that before. I know how that game works. You know, you're not working that on me. But, you know, maybe it's fine. I just won't trust it. Big dip incoming, but no chance to buy. That's the only thing. Just hold. All right, I'll see you guys. You guys take care. See you, John. I'm heading out. Frank, see you guys. See ya, Naz. I'll catch up with you later, brother. Still use the whiteboard. I'll see you guys, man. Take care. Bye-bye.